everybody, it's Becky. I wanted to share with you my Zoya spring nail polish haul. I've never done just a nail polish haul before, but I have been really intrigued by the Zoya brand nail polish because I know they are 5 free, which is free of the 5 most toxic chemicals that are in traditional nail polish. Of course, I care about my own health and all the chemicals I put in my body, and I'm careful, but I'm especially cautious and careful when it's my girls that are involved, and they're getting to the age now, especially my oldest daughter, they like to have their nails painted, and so you start to think a little bit more about what's in the polishes that you use on your fingernails. And so I really was intrigued by the Zoya brand just because I knew they were 5 free, and if I can find the 5 chemicals that they don't use, I'll put it down below. I know one of them is formaldehyde, but I cannot remember the other 4. So I've got 13 nail polishes to share with you guys today, all of which are Zoya, except for one little lonely Sally Hansen that I saw at Kroger the other night on one of my rare trips there without the kids. I had time to kind of mosey through the cosmetics section, and I saw a really pretty color that I wanted to have for spring. Included in this haul are the 4 Zoya polishes that I got for my oldest daughter for her Easter basket. Her favorite color is blue, and so I really didn't have any blue nail polish, and I wanted to get her some that were specifically in a color family that she would enjoy and that I could put in her Easter basket. I was able to take advantage of all these nail polishes with the great sale that Zoya had recently, where you got 4 nail polishes for free. All you did was pay $15 for shipping. So normally the polishes are $9 a piece. So that's a really awesome deal. They do things like that, I think, a couple times a year. I know they have an Earth Day sale usually, so I will be probably picking up some more in the future. But to get into it, I've kind of got it grouped by color family. And so for purples, I have the first one, which is Leslie, which is going to be really hard not to use any of these until spring. I know I could, but I really want to save them. But this is a really pretty lilac with a blue undertone. I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but it's really pretty and light, and even though it's really sheer, it is opaque with 2 coats. So I'm excited to try that one. This one is Malia, which is a really pretty lilac color, really pretty purple. It reminds me of Essie's Playdate, which I know Zoya has the color Perry, which I think most people have seen as a dupe for Essie's Playdate, which is a really pretty pinky purple, and that's kind of along the same family. This probably is a little bit more purple than Essie's Playdate, but I really like this one. This is the one I have on my nails right now, and really the only one that I would say that I personally would wear in wintertime, and it is Mason, which, if you can see it on my nails, I've had it on for a little bit, so it's got a little bit of tip wear, but it holds up really nicely. It's a really pretty purple with a blue undertone, very, very fine sparkles to it. And if you're noticing my wedding ring being gone, don't worry, we're still married. My wedding band and my engagement ring are both at the jeweler's right now, so I'm not with a ring right now, but I'm still married. And I didn't really know if this fit in the purple or the pink category, but this is Charisma. It is a very, very vibrant orchid pinkish purple, and I think this is going to be pretty, especially on toes. I wanted something really bright. This is almost a fluorescent, so I'm anxious to try that. I don't have anything like that in my collection. Moving on to pink, more traditional pink, I have Kittredge, which is just the perfect bubblegum pink. It's showing up a little bit lighter on camera, looks like, than it is in person. It's almost got a little bit of a peach undertone to it. So I like that one. And almost similar, but with a little bit more of a blue undertone, is Shelby. Again, a perfect pink, more of a Barbie kind of toned pink color. And then I have Jolene. Again, a perfect Barbie pink, just a little bit deeper. So I love all of these. I'm a pink girl, so I like pretty much anything pink or purple. This one is a fluorescent. This is Alley. It's a little bit brighter than I thought it was going to be, and it, at least on my viewfinder, it looks a little bit more coral, but it definitely is a very fluorescent hot pink. So probably more for my toes than maybe my fingers. But if you get tan, it would look good on your fingers. I don't tan, so they don't really ever look, fluorescents on my fingers don't ever really look right necessarily, but on my toes I think it's okay. And moving on to the blue families, and these are all the ones I got my daughter except for the Sally Hansen, which I'll show you for a minute. This is Ling, which is a mid-tone dusty blue. It looks a little bit more vibrant on camera than it does here in person, but it is a really pretty blue. And it's not a, you know, that's one thing about blue nail polish. I'm really picky about blue and green nails. Kind of, they can look a little odd if they're the wrong shade, and since this is for my daughter, I wanted to keep it as classy as I could and kind of undertoned and not just crazy blue. And I think this is a really nice mid-tone blue for her. And since she is young, you know, I wanted to keep it nice and a little bit played down, but still blue for her because she does like blue. This one is called Joe, and I love this one. As much as I don't really like blue nails, this one is something I would totally wear. It is a light dusty blue, definitely a dusty blue, with a little bit of a shimmer to it underneath, if you can see. So I think she's gonna like that, and I will definitely be stealing that from her. Again, kind of on the dustier side, which I think is what makes these more wearable for either somebody who doesn't necessarily like blue nails or a younger child who wants to wear blue. I think keeping them on the dustier side of blue instead of just like crazy like bright blue is what's going to make it look a little bit more age appropriate. This is Yummy, and it looks a little bit more aqua on my viewfinder than it does in person. And it took me forever to find all these colors. I googled every single color and looked at all kinds of swatches and different lighting that people had on blogs and things to try to figure out what they would look like in person. So even me showing you this is not really a true depiction of what they look like, but it is a very nice mid-tone dusty blue. Definitely does not look turquoise. If that's how it's looking in the camera, it doesn't look turquoise in person. And the last one is one of their, I think it's one of their Starlight colors, and it is Dream, and I think she's gonna love this. It's a nice rich sky blue, like a night sky blue, with all kinds of holographic glitter in it, but it's not glitter like chunky glitter that you can't hardly take off. It's actually in the polish, so it will remove smoothly like a regular polish would. Even though it's got all those little tiny fine holographic shimmery glitters in it, it's gonna be not chunky and coarse like a traditional glitter polish. The last one is the one that I got at Kroger. It was Sally Hansen, and I wanted just a blue that reminded me of spring and like the sky, but not blue, because again, I don't really like wearing blue typically. But this is Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear in Royal Hue. It's a very dusty periwinkle, just the perfect periwinkle, not too bright. I think that's going to be really pretty in the spring, and I'm excited to wear it. The hard part of all this is going to be not wearing any of these until spring. I'm trying to decide when in my mind it's okay to switch over to spring nail polish. I guess it kind of depends on the weather. We really haven't had much of a bad winter here in Kentucky where I am, but it's coming. That's the thing about weather these days. It waits till like it's almost spring and you're like, oh, maybe we made it all through winter without some kind of crazy snowstorm, and then you know, we have like snow in February and March and April, and it's like never ending. I don't know, I'll kind of wait and see what the weather does, but typically I would say in March, I think I'll start switching over to some of these, but I'm really excited to try them. Spring is coming, I just keep telling myself that, so hopefully knowing these are going to be available for me to use when it starts getting nicer outside is going to be a little bit of a silver lining on the cloud that is wintertime that I can't stand. If you like Zoya and have some colors at home in your own collection, let me know what some of your favorite colors are so that next time I place an order, I can have some ideas of what I should try next. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!